Hey YouTube. So speaking of eliminating problems, one of the other upgrades that I made here recently to the truck is I had some solid steel valve stems installed on the dual wheels here, on the dual rear wheels, and also on the front wheels all around. And basically what I had going on here before is I just had some rubber stems in here and they were flopping around, and then my I don't know if you can see up here, but my valve stem extension here for the inside wheel was also, it had a rubber valve stem, so my extension was flopping around and just asking for problems. So the tire shop that I had bought these BF Goodrich's from, they basically just slapped those rubber stems in there, and they didn't ask me about any type of upgrades, and I don't know if they had any kind of solid steel valve stem upgrades. So some time went by and I did a little bit more research. I went to a couple of other tire shops and investigated, and some tire shops were trying to sell me these exotic valve stem systems with hoses and all this contraption and stuff, just asking, in my book, for more problems. So one day, a couple days ago, I went down to Les Schwab Tire Center here, and I was surprised they actually sell a kit for dually applications, and they're solid steel valve stems, and they've got the solid steel extensions. They don't move around. So the whole kit was installed on all of the wheels. It cost me about $135. So that was installed. So, a little bit pricey, but you've totally eliminated problems when you've gone this route. And then the other reason why I had to do all of the wheels is for the purposes of rotating the tires. And on a dually truck, the way that you rotate the tires is that the tires are rotated in a circular motion. So the fronts would go to here, and then on the next rotation, these tires would go to the other side of the truck, and then on the next rotation, those tires would be moved to the front. So it's a circular rotation. So that's why you've got to have all these type of valve stems on, and of course these bent ones the ones that are bent when you rotate, this would go on the outside. Same thing on the other side. One thing I do want to say though is if you do this upgrade, after the tire shop has done the work and you've paid the bill, or before you've paid the bill, go out and inspect the wheels and see what the finished product looks like. When I went out there and looked at it, one of the valve stems here was riding on the simulator on the hubcap, and that's not a good thing. So you have to really watch these guys. It's not that they're trying to do shady work or anything. I used to work in a tire shop and I know how it is, and these guys are moving at a really rapid pace and working their asses off, and there's just some things that kind of go missed. So you've got to really keep an eye on things, and remember that nobody cares as much about your vehicles and your equipment as you do. So anyways, I took it back in. They took a box end wrench and just bent this valve stem away from the simulator so it wasn't riding on anything. So that's another important thing that you need to be careful of with your valve stems on all vehicles, is make sure that nothing is riding on anything. So when you go to automotive shops and you have work done, brake work or whatever, and they slap these simulators back on, a lot of times they don't pay a lot of attention to some of these details. So yeah, that's all that I wanted to cover on this. So if you have some other suggestions, if you have some better ideas here that you'd like to share with all of us about valve stems and applications, I know that there's the TBS systems that are available out there. A little bit overkill for my needs, but anyways, please comment below and let us all know. This is West Coast Roller signing off.